Album titled T.R.A.D.E has earned him several nominations, including that of the Mzansi Christian Awards, MCA, as Rap Artist of the Year, as well as Best Gospel Rap at the SABC Crown Gospel Awards. Well, that's Zambian-born gospel artist Joseph M. Chalwe, professionally known as Jhey-Dot. He has collaborated with several artists on the continent, in countries such as Botswana, Mozambique, Uganda, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Now, one of the songs on the album, titled The Atonement, featuring and produced by Shaun Barker, has been nominated for an award. Well, the two gentlemen are here to tell us about that nomination and the album, Jhey-Dot and Barker. I believe you are called B. Kendall.
B. Kendall,
is that what it's called? How are you doing?
That is. I'm well, thanks. And how are you?
Good, thank you. All right, let's start with Jhey-Dot. Talk to us about give us background into your music. How did you end up being a musician and specifically focusing on gospel music?
Yes, well, my dad is a preacher. My dad is a preacher, so I grew up making music because every time, you know how it is, we're growing up in the pastor's house. There was always musical guys playing at our house, practicing at our house. So that's how the interest started, and that's how I shifted a bit from the organic music to now actually producing music. And then afterwards, I don't have a singing voice, so I said the best way I could express myself is rap. So that's how I started at a young age. Then in high school, that's when I started to do rap. But then obviously being a Christian, I thought, you know what, this is God gave me this gift, so I have to use it for His glory. That's how come I ended up doing gospel rap.
Let's talk about this album, The T.R.A.D.E.
Yes.
Why is it called The T.R.A.D.E?
Well, it's based on the story of Joseph. Joseph was sold in a town called Dothan, and then he became king in the land of Egypt. So the T.R.A.D.E is basically the triumphant route across Dothan to Egypt. That's what it's based upon.
Let's bring Shaun into this conversation. Yes. How did this relationship start and you ended up, producing the song?
Me and Shaun are actually from an institution called Creation Waits.
Right.
Yeah, Creation Waits. It's an organization that was founded by myself and Floor Girl. And we've got a number of artists. We've got Big Kendall himself. We've got Jack Fristy, EJ and Mano. So working together, it's just one of those things where you feel like, okay, this track, I think the best fit for this track will be this guy. And the Spirit just led us to the Atonement together.
Talk to us about this track though, Shaun. What is the song about and why do you think it was nominated for an award?
Sure. It was nominated purely God's grace. When I initially wrote the song, we obviously centered it around the atonement, and Christian belief is basically based, or the foundation of it is on the atonement of Jesus Christ.
Right.
The sacrificial Son coming and laying down His life for all of us to be saved, to reconcile us to the Father. So that was basically what the track is all about.
Yeah. What award is this that you guys have been nominated for?
It's the SABC Crown Awards.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a category of Best Gospel Rap. Yes.
Okay. And the album in general, what is the person going to find when they put the CD in?
Well, number one is, firstly, this is purely the Word of God. It's the Word of God on nice beats.
Right.
Yeah, because it's an album that definitely just encourages people, gives people hope in a generation where we've drifted so much away from God. It's just something that inspires our generation that, look, at the end of the day, you can be cool, you can be young, but still be saved. That's what the album is basically all about. What
were the highlights of working on this album, though, or on this track with Jhey-Dot for you?
Well, to work with Jhey-Dot, it's always a highlight for me because he's really good at what he does, and he sent me the track and he said, listen, this is what I want you to do for me. I went home, I obviously sat down, I prayed about it, and I wrote some ideas down. And then we just, with the whole all-round finishing of it was just, it was lots of fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun to write and rap and do poetry. So, that's
But what makes you different though from all the other gospel artists? I mean, gospel is the #1 selling genre in this country, and I suspect in other countries as well. But what makes you stand out?
I always say that at the end of the day, our uniqueness is what makes us all different. We can't stand and speak for other gospel artists, but God is a God of uniqueness. So if we are true to ourselves and we being who God made us to be, at our level best, then that will make us stand out.
All right, when are the awards?
On the 27th.
Yeah.
In Durban.
In Durban, on the
Yes.
27th of November.
November,
Okay,
exactly.
so good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Zambian-born artist Joseph M. Chalwe, or he's known as Jhey-Dot, the producer of the song that's been nominated for the SABC Crown Gospel Awards is Shaun Barker, but he's called Be Kindle. So you must have a stage name in this industry. You can't just walk around being called a Levuti Nani. All right.